Yeah, let's go ahead and decrypt that version 1 because this game was perfect and no bugs were in the original release. Let's go! I guess this is Dead Space at home. The ISS Travan, a classy freight vessel, freight, not fright, on a routine cargo run, fails to arrive at the destination of Exino Hills. After repeated failed attempts to contact it, the GIS Trade Federation reports it missing. So 2 hours later, the Travan is found drifting near a fringe system. It is thousands of clicks, of course. Huh, interesting. I guess you could say it's dead in space. Its primary power systems are offline, its comm channel silent, its thruster is dead. Do we need an engineer to fix it? There's no perceived activity on board. Its crew members remain unreachable.
Well, will you look at that? A Generation 1 BT manufactured freight vessel. Never thought I'd see one of those still operational. That ship's practically a relic. I'm surprised the FCA renewed its registration. So, you got the brief, right?
No.
The ship didn't turn up at the Zebulus 3 spaceport. A couple of days later, a merchant freight transporting minerals to the Expo Belt spots it on radar. It appears to have lost power and coasted a couple 100,000 clicks off its original course. No comms, no signs of the crew. Looks like they abandoned ship. Can't say I blame them. The GIS fines for delayed shipments due to avoidable technical faults are brutal. It would have wiped out the crew's pay for months. Abandoning the ship and claiming that their lives were at risk due to a technical failure gets them off the hook because the insurance companies take the hit. And with a ship that old, it'd be hard to prove otherwise. The system's messed up, what can I say? Now we're left to clean up the mess and file the paperwork. The Traven's crew is still at large, but our patrols will find them. They're probably at a cantina somewhere in this sector. We'll try to get the truth out of them, but I don't have much hope. You know the drill. Once you're on the ship, head to the bridge and extract all the primary logs you can get. Any evidence we can find to tell us what actually happened will help us close this quicker. I'll call you soon as you're inside.
Don't talk about our relationship like that. Hey Shimura! Hachu! It feels kind of very dead inside this space.
So, the bad news first. The schematics we have on file for this ship's model are so old, they're obsolete. BT stopped making these in 2009, and it's been modded beyond recognition over the years. So, you'll have no nav map assistance on your HUD on this mission. Sorry about that. The good news, however, is that this ship's layout should be pretty rudimentary. This maintenance hall should lead you out to the ship's primary quarters and then to the bridge. Take the large bay door up ahead and keep moving towards the front of the ship. Since the primary power is down, a lot of the subsystems won't be operational, but most doorways should still work. I'll check back with you in a bit. I'm gonna see what I can dig up on the crew. Might give us a clue to what actually happened here.
Okay. So I'm an engineer. But hey, at least the game didn't have the film grain from the start of the main menu. I almost panicked there, honestly. The door access panel is secured by the biocode encrypted card access. Proceed with the decryption and override. What, I'm gonna use the salt in my body? Two crypto keys required. I need to mine crypto in order to open doors?
More bad news. The security systems on this relic are so archaic, your override tool's master key bank doesn't have its decryption sequence. I don't think our algorithms go back that far, but that's not a problem. You'll just have to find a terminal on the ship's network that's still online, and then you can mine crypto keys to connect the missing chains. You should also be able to pull out encrypted messages from the comm system, which will be helpful. Hold on, I'm adding a crypto keychain module to your tool belt now.
In the far future of space, all technology uses crypto that died off. Okay, this is... I don't know what to say about this because let it sink in for a minute. Crypto is the future, including opening doors on a ship. let that sink in for a minute, but also, I need to mine the crypto in order to open the key doors that require them. But also, apparently, she said 09, so apparently with 400 years later to 40 years later, within the 400 years later, everybody stopped using crypto. I'm telling you, this is sociopolitical commentary, excellent. I got 0 crypto on me. Oh, what's in the vents? Sci-fi! That's what it is! The term is online, connected to local network. Proceed with crypto key mining. Crypto mining requires considerable energy and may render the terminal unusable once complete. What? We burn out a graphic card on this? Sure, let's go, they deserve it. I guess I'm a very fit girl. One whole crypto key, baby! I just burnt entire PC down for 1 crypto. Encrypted messages obtained. Oh, cryptos also have keys in... Oh, sorry, not keys, what do you say? Messages inside. Collateral extraction as a bonus. The bonus is a message! I'm reading someone's email. Well, crypto is very unreliable, huh? Captain Arun to Dr. Hari. They're in the ship. That's what Manu said yesterday at the mess hall. I noticed he wasn't eating, just staring fixedly at his food. His face was pallid. He told me he wasn't sleeping well. The noises. Don't you hear them? He said. I don't know why I'm gonna assume the captain is voice acting one of their employees, but okay. Noises, I said. The thuds, the groans, he said. They're coming from the very heart of this vessel. I told him that I heard them too, that we all did, and that they were just the sounds of the bones of this old ship settling. The tectonic shifts of metal plates, long past their prime. But he seemed to barely register what I said. When he looked at me, his eyes had a fixed quality that I didn't much care for. He said, "They're on the ship." Just that one cryptic sentence. I want you to see him, Doc. I'm worried about him. He hasn't been himself since we started this run. Well, of course, apparently if you make a mistake, your entire pay goes out the window. The terminal is no longer active. Apparently we burnt out the entire processing system. Press L to access log. Ah. What, this game is also like those mobile games? You know, where like, you get 1 crypto, you spend 1 crypto in order to get 2 crypto to go through this door? Do you require 1 crypto? Oh no, it's worse! How am I gonna get through that now? I have a flashlight! Oh! Okay, that was actually cool with the door sound effect. Oh, these doors feel real meaty. Wow, it's been a while since Dead Space that I felt like doors this meaty in sci-fi. Usually they're like paper mache. Power failure, what, from all the crypto mining they did before they left the ship? Clearly they left the ship, right? Nothing went... Hey, a fuel station! Excellent! Even in space with fuels! Okay, let's crypto mine on NASA's PCs, I guess. Can they run Cyberpunk? Can you run Cyberpunk? Ah, I found one that can run Cyberpunk. Time to mine some crypto! 1. Okay, it feels like a scam. Collateral extraction. Rico to George. Terminal 4 is still crapped out. I swear this junkyard ship is falling apart. The power fluctuations and network failures are growing worse. We've flipped back and forth to backup power a dozen times already since we left Nagari. At this rate, we won't make it halfway to Xebelus. Sorry, I forgot how to pronounce this. Zebulus? Zebulus. So the temporary power rig you set up for Terminal 4 is still missing a power cell. You told me that you put one in yesterday. Huh? I guess you forgot? Can't say I blame you with all the shit going down. Could you replace the cell, please? There's a spare in the locker in storage. The locker's code is 4121. Thank you, George. And we burnt down the entire PC. Excellent. They're in the vents. I mean, nothing is in the vents. Everything is fine, right? Don't mind the chemical spills. Am I wearing a suit by any chance? I should better be wearing a suit. Ah, not crypto for this one. What, they don't have the crypto capacity? Parcel collected. And that's about it, I guess. One? Wasn't there like 2 slots for that? Was that open? Ooh. There has to be another power cell somewhere here, right? I didn't see. Oh no, it's the entire graphic card unit. Now I can't power mine. Hell yeah. Oh no, wait. Never mind, you can't power mine. Wait, what did I do that for? Alright, there's something to follow. Ah, of course now I can power mine. Each PC is 1 crypto, baby. 1 entire crypto. Do you think someone like crypto mines on the PC that controls air support and they all suffocated? Collateral damage. Captain Tunia. Mud's condition concerns me. He vacillates. Okay, I'm gonna guess vacillate means, this is the first time I see this word. What's the word called? Like fluctuates between... Yeah, like fluctuates. Well, not farting, the other fluctuates. He vacillates between nervous energy and a kind of sullen silence. His pronouncements are growing increasingly dire, nonsensical, and exhibits a high degree of paranoia. He says they are down in cargo hold. He seems to be withdrawing into himself. Doc saw him earlier and he said he'd give me an update soon. It's odd how Manu is so troubled by these noises. They are, to be honest, disconcerting. George said that the sounds have a way of resonating in an old ship like this. He says that they're like originating from the cargo hold below, where the ship's core structural spine is, and traveling through the air ducts. Nia? Any luck on those records? I want anything you can get on the history of this ship. We owned it before Navo. Who was the last crew? How long since its FCA approval? And so on. We know that the ship is pre-Garut War, which makes it about half an ES century old. Like after space travel, essentially. The bizarre plot fluctuations and the randomly falling subsystems bode ill. The ship was perfectly alright when we left Nagari. If they dumped a crippled vessel on us to balance their books, I'm going to have head roll on the GIS. I won't risk the life of my crew for the sake of their stupid corporate fuckery. Oh, what a noble captain. I hope she's okay. Nothing bad happened to anyone here, right? Low light detected. Suit flash light charge. Press F to enable. Oh wait, you're already enabling it. Sorry. You know, us PCs are stupid nowadays. Half of our brains are crypto mining. I'm essentially paying the ship to work for me with my crypto coins. Yeah, that shadow looks natural, huh? That's a very natural shadow. Oh! Wait a second. The gunk! It's not for the containers. What could it be? Yay! Crypto! Money, money, money! As I make this ship more useless. This is a sociopolitical commentary. George to Captain. I've tried everything, boss, but I'm not able to figure out the power issues. All the systems are testing fine on our maintenance tool. It's a fucking infuriating. I know we have the leaks. I have no clue what the false-smelling green stuff coming out of vents is. Rico says it looks and smells like the acid fertilizer he used on the fields in his home world, but that's ridiculous. We ain't carrying any such thing in our cargo. And even if we were, if there was a leak from one of the containers, that stuff wouldn't flow into our airflow system. Also, I don't know how to say this, boss, but the crew are a bit jittery. This is just a small vessel. There's just 10 of us. And it's not like this is our first run. Some of these guys have been on the trips past the Sven systems. But this ship has some bad mojo. The way Manu's going off his head, and now Rico says he saw something yesterday in the corridor. He looked shook. And you know Rico, he's as steady as a stone. And always thinks he's right. So I went and checked. I didn't see anything. Not then. But the day before, while I was surveying the vents, I swear, I saw something moving up there in the dark. Look, I don't know, boss. I hate to sound like a greenfoot, but I ain't that easy either. Something about the ship isn't right, and my sleep ain't working. I keep waking up, and I can't remember what woke me. What could have woken the big man himself, George? We need to pay to go to medical. Okay. I guess this is an American ship. How many cryptos does the medical bay need? Okay, only 1. I guess buried in America nowadays, or even Canada. I mean, honestly, you kind of ate my money, didn't you? Hey! Oh! Oh. Huh? These are some tight holes you're fitting inside. Good for you. Cream? Aspor. I love me some Aspor. They came in Aspored all over me. Yay, let's mine crypto inside the medical bay. Fuck your patients. In the recorded history. Transmitting to my keychain, more like transmitting venereal diseases to my keychain. From Dr. Harry to Captain. Arun, I had Manu come in today. He tried to avoid the appointment which I was expecting, so I had Nia escort him. It's hard to say no to Nia. Ha ha ha! You're right. It's shocking how sickly he looks. He didn't talk at first, and when he finally did, he asked, no, begged me, for some Traxoxane 500. Better known as the blank slate among the wrecked drug kids and as deep out by the guys in the military, but I digress. When I told him we can't issue a sedative that strong without good reason. He said he sure as hell had a good reason. I haven't slept in days, he said. Why not, I said. Having bad dreams? By the way, I like the way, all these technicians on the ship are writing in style of like Decrypt. I like how they're writing it in the style of a story as a script. The reason I asked him that was because I had two others come in with the same complaint. He said, yes, I think so. I asked him what dreams were about and he said he couldn't remember, but I sensed he was being evasive. When I probed, not that way, he said, they're in here with us. Who? I asked. At first he did not reply. He stared into a corner of the room and at the beds he finally turned to me and his eye locked with mine and he said, we should have never set foot on the ship. We shouldn't be here. I must admit that a chill went down my spine. Oscar-worthy, in fact. Something about this whole business is troubling. I checked his vitals and they were fine. His blood pressure is a little higher than normal, but I would have been surprised if it weren't. He lost some weight and he's exhausted, but at least physically he's fine. His condition appears to be as a result of sustained levels of high anxiety bordering on paranoia. I prescribed him half a dose of Tacro. He popped the pill right here before I could stop him, so I sent him to his room. He was so distracted that he left his access key to the network data room. And data, network data. Thank you, doctor, for showing your verbal skills. I hope that medical school really paid off. I asked Nia to move it to a locker in stock so someone can pick it up in case we aren't here. Nia reset the code. It's now 11:09. Thank you, doctor, for all the information you guys are giving out. Wow, for a crew that is like in danger, they sure as hell seem very competent at spending time writing down notes. Stock? No, this is tech. Where's stock? And data room card. Very racist, honestly. There. I guess this is how you get around, like, could this be like extra story by any chance? Oh, look at all the hard drives they're mining with. From Rico to Captain. Cap, the security system are failing one by one. We've got doors suddenly completely inoperable and then they return to normalcy minutes later for no apparent reason. The system diagnostics reveal nothing. I'm switching all the doors from BioRec to manual access key. The others aren't going to like it, but till we figure out what is causing this, I'd feel better if we kept the protocols basic. I suspect the green fluid that's coming out of the vents is seeping into the ship's electronics, although if that were so, everything would be shorting out by now. George is doing his best to keep the ducts clean, but the stuff keeps coming back and it's driving me crazy. I don't mean to cry doom, but the way things are going, it's possible that all primary system may fail before Rick's Zebelus. If you ask me, the ship should have never left Nagari, but I saw the GIS report with my own eyes before we left. They cleared the ship to take off and their diagnostics were legit. All systems were go. 20 years in the ship's system up, I've never seen anything like this. It just doesn't make sense. Something is seriously wrong with this vessel, and I don't just mean the electronics. You see the look in everyone's eyes? No one's sleeping right, and nobody will talk about it. George saw something in the air ducts, but he wouldn't say what. All I know was that he looked more perturbed than usual. I've seen something too, Cap. I can't even explain it. I turned into a teenager for some reason there. Something unspeakable in the shadows. Okay. Unspeakable, yet you spoke very well about it. Very verbose, these motherfuckers. Oh no, all these pieces have already been used and they're offline. I guess they got tired of being mined. Oh no, this one got real well mined. It's offline. Oh. It was nothing. I saw nothing. It must be the space madness. Ah! Shake it off! Shake it off, Anastasia, or whatever my character's name is. Captain to Dr. Hari. I'm seriously concerned about the way things are going. The ship's practically falling apart around us. I can't risk this anymore. I've told Nia to put out an SOS signal and to flag down the first passing ship. I know that this will result in all kinds of trouble with the GIS, those ruthless bastards. They'll try to pin a failed run on us, accuse us of pulling an insurance scam, and then hammer us with fines. But that's okay. I'm not going to risk the lives of my people. And then there's the other stuff. Manu hasn't left his room in 2 days and the others are rattled and on edge. I don't care what this is. Collective hysteria, lock-in syndrome. What matters is that these incidents, I don't know what else to call it, are growing more frightening. There can be no more denying it. Something is in here with us and it means us great harm. Well, generally harm is great, no? There's no such thing as small harm. If it's small harm, then it's kinky. Rico to Captain. Most of the terminals have gone offline again, Cap, and hold on, Alex Jones honestly was the wrong game to play before this. Also, is this just a visual novel? Most of the terminals have gone offline again, Cap, and 1 or 2 have shut down completely. Everyone's crypto mining and dumping on me. But what can I do? I still think that somebody's getting at the wiring. I tried to get George to take a look, but he's too busy trying to keep the LSS going. He's so stressed he yells at me if I talk to him. We got only 3 terminals operational and online, and now Terminal 7 has power down too. I managed to set up an auxiliary power break, but we're short of a cell. I'd loaned one to the med room last week. Could you get George collected and hook it up with when he has time? He won't pay me any heed. He can take it from the med locker directly. Doc won't mind. The code is 1234. Yeah, I know, but Doug asked me to keep it simple. See, stupid doctors, they don't know anything. Medical bay, going right to the medical bay. A thing is gonna happen right now. Where was it? It's here. I don't know what I'm doing. Christmas. There it is, open, no jump scare. Thank you for the giant power cell graphic card. Oh, the nightmares are... Why was it right over there? Okay. It's in the vents with us. Or we are inside here with him. George, Captain. Boss, I think the engines are getting affected now. Do you feel the hitch an hour ago? It's fucking crazy. And did Nadia tell you about the comms? I'll let her give you the bad news herself. I don't think we're going to get out the SOS out. Also, you need to talk to Rico, boss. He's getting on my nerves. Keep asking me to check every damn duct on the ship and I already got my hands full. Also, why do you let him alter the security protocols on every damn door? He just turned off the biorec and switching to physical access keycards like we're back in the 22nd century. Like fucking animals. How could we? He says that he wants no one anywhere near without a physical card on their person. This is causing havoc. I already misplaced the access key to my room somewhere. I think I left it at the showers, wink wink. And I need to waste more time finding that thing. Also, have you seen Manu anywhere? He's not in his room, and Doc said he shouldn't be wandering around because he's on pretty strong meds. If you see him, tell him Doc's looking for him urgently. Thanks. Is that a sarcastic thanks to your captain? Everybody's talking to the captain as if she's gonna go around doing these menial jobs. Why is this closed? What, in the tree? Exactly, tree. Wow, there's barely enough for each room, huh?
Hey, I've been trying to reach you. Something is interrupting comms out of that ship. If you're seeing this, listen. We tried to locate the crew. We put out a bulletin at every system in this sector, but we came up empty. We traced the course of the Tavern, and not a single vessel rendezvoused with it since it left Nagari. It looks like the crew never left the ship. I've requested Det 2 to take over this investigation. This isn't a data ops mission anymore. Abort and head to the nearest airlock. There should be one by the bridge or down in the cargo bay. Listen, there's something else. I've looked up records on this ship, and here's where things get really strange. It appears this isn't the first time there's been an incident missing it.
Everybody can leave from here? No, okay, wow. Explain to me why the doors are locked behind me, huh? Careful, don't drip on the ooze. Oh, the bathrooms. What, I'm not allowed in the atomic bathrooms? Is that a nuclear bomb for falling down, or is that a toilet? I think that's a nuclear bomb, honestly. No, okay, let's just go the other way. Ah, the kitchen, muffins! Oh no, it's another shower room. No, okay, let's just go into the bathroom first, where George lost his key, wink wink. Do you think I was flirting with the captain? Well, it's like, it's literally the toilet, not the toilet, the thing. You misplaced. Are you inviting in? You misplaced your key, huh? In here, it's very hard to find, huh? Okay, fine. Oh no, the blood. Hey. Sorry, I ruined the illusion of horror. Sorry, my bad. I was hoping to get a kiss in the shower. So, which key did I get? I think for you it's a 2 something. Oh, there it is. Wow, first try, let's go. Am I professional or what? Oh, George, you love the Trojan horse in Sweden. What the fuck, man? Was George from New York? He liked to play the Rubik's Cube as well? Captain to Doctor. No, wait, whose key was this? Was this the captain's key or George's? I'm sorry, what was the captain's key in the shower? What, she was helping George? She was helping George to find the key by any chance? Huh? How can a person go missing in a confined vessel in this boundless interstellar space? We searched every corner of this cursed ship and now there's no trace of Manu. He had grown more withdrawn over the last few days. When I visited him the day before, I noticed a smell about him. It wasn't just the stench of an unwashed body, but something lower. An animal. Something lower? What insult? An animal smell of desperation. He stared past me into the corridor when I talked to him. None of the escape pods I had deployed. They're not even operational now, so he has to be on this ship, except he isn't. I see the raw panic in the eyes of the others. Some of them are urging me to turn the ship around, but the state it's in, we aren't going to make it back. Nia's working on the SOS out there, but the column isn't fully operational yet. More troubles. We're going to do everything we can to find Manu. He has to be here. Meanwhile, the sightings are getting more frequent, the nature of the encounters more horrific. What have those things got to do with Manu? Where have they taken him? For I have no doubt in my mind that they're responsible. I can sense a growing malevolence, a kind of hunger. God help us all. I've given standing instructions to the crew. Until we know how to deal with them, if you see one of those things, run! Do not engage. Run away. Turn away. And run. So the way out the pacifists. Oh no, I became part of the crew forever. I should have run when run. But I didn't. Pretty? Oh, get it? Pretty Nair? Pretty, she's pretty, see, get it. Okay, I know that's like an actual name. So is it ghost? So the ghosts are spreading around their ectoplasm? They came in ectoplasmed all over the place, huh? It was ectoplasming time, they plasmed so hard. They damaged the ship, ah! I'm running! Ah! My mind, I can barely run for some reason because I'm just an idiot. I guess my legs are giving out or something at this point. Nia to Captain. Rico said he had seen Manu heading down towards the cargo hold, but we checked, the power grid is absolutely completely shorted, so there's hardly any light down there. Those horrible sounds seem louder down there, but no sign of Manu. I still am not able to get columns back up, so the SOS is looking unlikely. I can't seem to isolate the problem. The electronic check out okay, but we're getting is static. It just doesn't make sense. Everyone's seeing those things now, and those encounters are more violent. George thinks that they're coming through events, but I'm not sure. They seem to be out of thin air. There's something else. Just before comms went down, I got a message back from my contact at the GIS. I saw it now. It's records of the ship history you'd requested. I'm pouring them over and I'll send you a summary shortly. We're not going to believe what I found. Well, I guess... yeah, she didn't, neither did I. Nobody believed us. The ship is cursed, everybody got good. It was gooing time, they came in plasma and good all over the place. Literally. That ship is alive. Where we're going, we don't need any eyes. I think we just all got, well, not we, them. You know, when God comes from the heavens and pulls you out, he takes you away, the rapturing. They all got raptured in a spaceship. Captain to George. Whatever little chance we had of getting the system back is gone. We're recalled. The engines are dead, the nav system are shot, and we're coasting, heading off the course. With comms down, we are incommunicado. We can't even get to the escape pods operational. Now that Rico's missing, I want you to do everything you can to keep the life support system running until we find a way off the ship. Rico had the key to the 4 LSS room. It should be in his locker along with a spare power cell key. And head to the 4 LSS room and try to get at least one terminal going. Since the trouble started, Rico moved to room 3 in Wing B. He didn't want to be near Manu's old room. He had handed over all the codes to me yesterday just in case his locker code is 9971. George, be careful, I can't lose you too. Yeah, I know, my voice acting, yeah, I know, my reading is terrible right now. Sorry, the Alex Jones thing really did a number on my throat. I didn't know this game would be all visual, like, reading. Oh no! Ah, the system! Oh no, the chair gooped! Well, that door is nice and open. What happened here? Huh. What was the door open? Yay, some more. Oh, I can only crypto mine once. And then I'm paying it to the ship anyways. It's like recycling within itself, you know? Nobody's actually making any money. Nia to Captain. I got away, but I'm trapped in a medbay. Doc's not here. I hope to God he's okay. We haven't found Rico yet. I have no idea where the others are. I last saw Jones and Summit in the maintenance hall an hour ago, but no word from them since. So, about those records. I learned that the ship was purchased from BT in 2395 by the Tuani system. The Tuanis, if you remember, were part of a rebel movement out of the Pexus Belt. For nearly half a century, they invaded and conquered dozens of worlds on the outer edge of the belt. Their government was theocratic. They followed a creed that espoused rigid social segregation based on genetics. They believed that one's genes, or rather specific codes in our genomes, defined one's worth and place in society. You know how I feel all this exposition dump? Genetics, race, eugenics. It's all the same, just another instrument that humans have used since the dawn of time to oppress and exploit the others. The ideology is a thin cover of profit. Every member of the Tuani society and their colonies, every man, woman and child, were put in a social order, and the lowest strata was a slave. The Tuani subjected their slaves to all manners of atrocities. The slaves had their wills and bodies broken. They were not allowed to marry, but were instead bred. Generations were born into bondage. Despite pressure from the center, the Tuanis refused to give up their devastating enterprise. Before the Garut Wars vanquished their government, they had enslaved and sold thousands across the stars. Only thousands? Earth alone has sold thousands of slaves. I mean, I'm just saying, this is like rookie numbers if across the galaxies. The SSS Travan was a slaver ship. Its cargo bay, a slave hold. Its purpose to carry its ill-fated cargo across interstellar space for trade and profit. After the war and the decimation of the Tuani government, the Travan disappeared off the records for a time. It reappears nearly a decade later. It had been sold by pittance to off-world merchant traders who renovated it and used it for interplanetary cargo runs. Over the years, the ship changed hands frequently, often abruptly. There are records of it being abandoned briefly at salvage docks to be scrapped, and there are other stories. Whispers of bizarre incidents, crew abandonment, illnesses, deaths. The crew before us did just a single run before they sold it to an N-tier dealership, which then sold it to Navo. Navo made a killing on the deal, and that's how we are here. But there's more, sir. Far worse. During the slavery era, an incident occurred on the ship so horrific that I could find nothing about it in the official GIS reports. My contact dug it out of the wire. I'll tell you more when I meet you at the bridge. Forever. For the last time. Well, did you two meet? Are we gonna meet? I don't want to meet you. Which door opened behind me? Come on, Crypto, save me! Wolf, Crypto saves me against ghosts! The ship has them. Oh man, thank you for saving again, alien by isolation. Don't surprise me. Hold on. Hello? What's on the menu? Ow, my beautiful face, you bitch! Sorry, my bad, I guess I won't speak to you, fuck you! Don't want to eat your food anyways, bitch, I bet it's disgusting. Drool, huh? The usual. Soylent Greens. Bugs. Bugs, more bugs and bugs, there, bitch. Okay, bye. Twilight. Door. Okay. What, the ghosts can't touch me unless I face them down as my own fears? Ah, lounge. Oh, that cola, coffee, tea, water, all everybody needs in space, huh? What about this? Were you guys actually just eating insects? That could explain why the ghosts are unhappy, honestly. X Games, X Games. Yeah, it was gaming time, I guess. Oh, they're playing cards and then they got ghosted, literally. What, this one crypto key is gonna save me? Unless this thing like crypto's 10 keys, I don't think I'm gonna get saved, no? Nia to Captain. I like how this Nia character just became the most important exposition dump in the entire game. I can't reach Jones and Summit any longer. We're down to just 4 people now. I can't make it to the bridge. There's too many of those things now. Doc's gone too. I haven't been able to reach anyone over the local networks in hours. I'm not sure where you are, or even if you'll see this. The thing that happened on this ship during its Tawani area may have a bearing on what's going through. Just before the war, during a run, about 120 slaves broke free from the holding cells below and charged into the upper decks. They overpowered and killed 2 crew members. We were making for the bridge when the crew sealed the primary outdoors and trapped them in the bridge hall. The captain then authorized pumping Q11A6 nerve gas, long banned into the decks. The slaves were already weak from the drugs they used to sedate them and their meager rations. The nerve gas paralyzed them and decimated the uprising. As retribution and to set an example, the crew flayed the slaves to an inch of their lives, slashed and seared their bodies, and then hewed off noses and lips and ears. They were then thrown still alive into vats of acid fertilizer in the hold. It explains the fertilizer from the start! KL-12, a bile-green amalgamate used in the off-world for soul prep. They died slow, agonizing deaths down in the dark. The ship returned to its home world, where there were no charges made against the crew. Instead, they were lauded for quelling an uprising, and the incident was wiped from the official records. The Garut Wars followed a few years later, and we know now the rest. The Tawanis were crushed and the ship disappeared for nearly a decade. It was like they used to ferry weapons and soldiers for the war effort at the time. Captain, there are forces at work here beyond our ability to understand. These walls have seen too much blood. This vessel should never fly again. In case I don't see you again, I'd like to tell you that you did all you could. It has been an honor to serve you. Okay, but why are they taking out on us? What did we do? One of these days, I'll just like to play a casual horror game where the evil monsters are like, we got hurt. We want to hurt you. And my character is like, I didn't hurt you. Want to talk about it? Or maybe, you know, we become friends. Like I'm, you know, just saying. Why did I confirm the decryption key twice? Ah, 1 key for a big door. Well, this is not good, is it? Are you into going to the cargo bay? I think I just got my Mass Effect story on how to get there and what to do. Do you guys want to see the cruelty that was performed on you? I hope I have a spacesuit on. Huh. I wonder what these cargoes were used for. Do I follow the goop? Or I don't follow the goop, I guess. My character seems to be very laissez-faire about not running. Mine one last time for good luck, I guess. In the far future of space, there's an old saying. A crypto a day keeps the people away. I mean, literally, they think you're a loser. Captain to nobody, because everybody's dead. To whoever sees this, they're all gone. George, Rico, Doc, Ian, Jones, Summit, Vasu, Manu, Nia. Your names ring in my head like a death chant. Their faces are even ever in my mind. I could not save them, though I should have been able to. We've fallen through a chink in space and time. We have slipped into another world where the past and the present have somehow collided, where the dead do not rest and the living are made ghosts. There's no explanation for what has happened here, except that sometimes history is dead weight that burdens the living. There's a lot of, you know, social political commentary and undertones in this game, I have to say. We pay for the past, though we have raised neither fist nor whip. To the dead, we must all look the same. Well, the dead are racist, honestly. Let's put that in order now. By the way, I never pointed this out, but I love how apparently we have times. I don't know exactly we determine, like, this message is being sent out at 11 at night in space, but you know, we are. I'm going to keep looking for them down here. George, Rico, Doc, Ian, Jones, Summit, Vasu, Manu, Nia. And if I can't find them, I'm going to try to make it to the Eva airlock at the end of cargo hold too. If I get out, I'll find a way to have this ship destroyed. Let this vessel and whatever walks in it be buried forever. Captain Arun Dravid. I says Travan. Okay, shift to run. Whose definition of a run? I'm not exactly trying to run, apparently. I guess my poor engineer feet don't run. Maybe you want to pick up the pace, huh? Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Oh no. Oh no, they're all behind me. Ah! Come on, Crypto, save me! The one time Crypto will save me, unbelievable! Are they just waiting behind me? What, you backed off thanks to the power of Crypto? Thanks, much appreciated. So with my tiny little feet, what do I do? Where am I gonna run? That's right, back off, I have some more Crypto in me. Shh, nobody tell them I don't have any Crypto. Uh-oh. Where am I going? Is this the right place to go? That's a lot of goop. Don't mind me, don't goop me, please. I don't like to get gooped. Unless it's your mom. Don't goop me. Unbelievable. What's your problem with me? Okay. Never mind. I didn't see any lock thing. Are you doing this on purpose? I guess you are. Well, I mean, I don't know why I asked that question. I guess you are doing that on purpose. Come on, save me, keycard. Wow, the ship was not even waiting. The ship was like, I'm in a hurry to get out of there.
I hope you're okay. Det 2 officers will arrive on the scene soon. I just saw the messages you obtained from the ship's networks. I've sent them over to the labs. None of it makes sense for now, but it should help us bring closure to this investigation. Well done.
Thank you? What are you, my mom? Well done! A week after your mission, the ISS Travan is deregistered by the GIS and transported to an orbital scrap processor for destruction. Its crew were never found. Because they're inside the walls! Oh, that's it. What, nothing cool? Like the ship comes to life and starts taking over the universe, one ghost ship at a time? Whoa, the door open. No. Please, somebody hold me, I'm scared. Thank you so much, Decrypt by Crux Studios. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. I mean, compared to some of the games I played today, where like they were literally 3 gigabytes and 1 minute long. This game is 2.5 gigabytes, so not that great, but it wasn't 30 minutes long, although like there's actually like definitely not any content per se. It's unfortunate in some never mind. It's unfortunate in some places. This is definitely not the Bishimura. What a sexy man. Look at that beautiful face on him. Yeah, it's fine. It was fine. What high heels? Oh, I'm gonna guess like the lady on the intercom. Yeah, as far as games of this style go, it is definitely fine. It's unfortunate that the presentation of it makes you think there's gonna be more. But it's the usual jump scare points, and then you go and there's a few kills later on. They don't annoy you. It's mostly about the story, of course. You're not playing it for anything else. 4K textures, of course, a lot of it. But I think this is like it's 4K textures, but like for example, this is a ship. I think this is a ship too. This is like other parts inside the ship, like the containers and stuff and other places. Yeah, I think this is where like the battery things. Yeah, they package like a whole bunch of different textures in one thing, so it loads them at the same time. Yeah, this is a way to do it. I think the studio knows how to make games. And definitely their latest game, the one where the sister is looking for the brother within, there's like more voice acting and stuff. Honestly, I find these games weird. Like, these are the type of games that you'd find on Steam. Because like the presentation and everything is fine. It's just, it's an indie, like a free indie game, so like it's not gonna have more than intended, essentially. But what I find weird is like it feels like the type of game they should be charging money for, you know what I mean? It feels weird, but it honestly feels like these games, especially like when I look at the stuff here. Like, okay, there's like a 2K texture here that is unoptimized, definitely. They could have like fitted it inside a 1K texture, whatever. It's like, whatever, it's big, blah, blah, blah. Like it's a whole different story, but it feels like this is the type of game that they could definitely charge $1 for it, or $2 or $3, and like slightly expand on it with more functional gameplay and not simply be reading. It feels like it's one step away. This game basically feels like it's one step away from costing money, is one step away from costing money, and for them to make like a more competent game on a bigger scale. That's what it feels like. And like there's like barely any spelling, like there isn't even like any spelling mistakes. This was just me today slurring my words a lot. Like this game definitely, like I basically play. You know what I find funny? I play games from America, like made in California or other places within America. And my god, they have like so many weird sentence structures, mistake, etc. It's a whole nightmare. I played games from like Britain, British game with British voice acting. The zombie man. All of that, like they don't put any effort in like the writing. This game also, the writing is on point. Although of course it has the thing, what they call it, the problem with the writing where like they make it very verbose, very poetic. I just don't think engineers inside the plane. I don't know why I'm reviewing the game. Like there's nothing to review. It's a free game. It wasn't punching above its weight, but it's always like one step away from feeling like it's a game that costs money. And if it costs money, they'll do a lot more with it. I think if Z Technician can charge $1, I definitely can see these developers like making the games on this level, or even on the level of like within, for like a couple of dollars and doing more with it. Also, it didn't have film grain. I can appreciate that a lot. And also, it ran at 60 frames. I can also appreciate that a lot. God, how low are my standards? I think there is voice acting. I don't think that's AI generated voice acting. I think this game came out before voice, like.
Abandoning the ship and claiming that their lives were at risk due to a technical failure gets them off the hook because the insurance companies take the hit. And with a ship that old, it'd be hard to prove otherwise.
Yeah, I think the same lady from that other game within. The crying woman sound effect again. Okay. Well, G2G, thanks so much, developers, for this game. Much appreciated. Thank you. And yeah, I guess I'll be stopping here for today. Unless I have another game I can...